Namaste, everybody. How are you doing? Trust you're doing well, as am I. This is Upasana Suhail Kapadia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about something that saddened me actually. I had no clue what I was going to talk about today, and I just asked. I said, "What should I say? What am I going to talk about?" And then I got this flash of this video that my mother had sent me, and it was very very sad. And basically, the at the end of the video we are told that domestic violence has increased during this period of lockdown, sorry. And it saddened me very very greatly to know this, very very greatly, because we all are going through stuff, right? Everybody is going through stuff, everybody is in a situation, some in more of a crunch situation, others are more blessed, so they're not in that kind of a crunch situation. But what is happening is, as a result, I think tempers are flaring, people are not knowing how to handle things. We have this term in English where we say, flying off the handle. Literally, it's like, oh, get a grip on yourself when somebody's getting, angry and losing their temper and stuff like that. So basically, people are, we all have, every human being at some point or the other, we have a tendency to repress our emotions, right? We don't come out and really say what it is that we are feeling, because there's always a fear of what will the other think, how will they react. I want peace in my house, so let me keep quiet, that kind of a thing. So I mean, I have made some points, that's why I have, because I can't remember everything. So what we need to understand is that anger by itself is not a bad thing. You see, anger by itself is energy, right? Like love is energy. Yeah, it's a particular kind of energy. So it has its own power. And anger, because it always comes with great force, right? So it is very powerful, which is why all the great masters have always said, if you can, like, I know, because I have been somebody who's had issues with anger myself personally, very short tempered, and touch wood, not so much anymore, but still. And I have had a lot of masters telling me, what, you're already there, but just you need to control this one aspect of yourself, and then it's all, I mean, you're there. At the end of the day, it is a power that is given to us in actuality. It's like something which you can use at that moment when it's coming up, because like I've said this earlier in another video, when we are getting into that space, we already know the signs, because those of us who have an issue with our tempers, we know what's happening to us. It's like, how some women are like, right, when they're PMSing, you start getting irritated, you start losing your temper, you can't. So in today's day and age, at least we are more enlightened and liberated, that you can tell your people at home or your spouse or your people at work, listen, don't mind me, but I'm going to be crotchety for a few days, because you can already feel it, you already know this is happening to you. So in the same way, when you are experiencing, you already know, okay, something has happened, right? There's always that one trigger point, that something that just, the switch comes on and we're all ready to go blast. So we need to keep watching ourselves. We need to keep watching ourselves. We need to, sometimes it happens because the mind is such a machine that it is driven by habit, right? So it just starts. If one little thing goes slightly wrong, it will go into its own loop, no, because it has its loop. And it's, अरे यार अभी ये ख़राब हो गया, अभी ये ऐसा हो जाएगा, but instead of looking at the thing and saying, okay, this has happened, what can I do about it? Find a solution. What can I do about it? People sitting at home, are getting frustrated. My advice to the ones who are having to handle people like that is, please give them the space that they need. Give them, I'm not saying that I encourage these habits. I don't, because it's violence in any form is obviously you're going against your true nature to a very great degree, and there are many people who just do it thoughtlessly, and there are many people who feel remorse later, right? So the ones who feel remorse later are probably the ones who can do something about it, because they have already realized that there is something wrong with me and I need to correct this. But just knowing that is not enough. You have to actually go ahead and do something about it, right? So first, what I would say is, please be kind to these people also, because the ones that are angry, the ones that are in this rage are the ones who are hurting a lot. And because they can't handle that hurt, and because they can't handle all the emotions that they have suppressed within themselves, they take it out in this way. Which is not to say that if somebody is beating you black and blue every day, then you really need to revise and see what your marriage is all about. Because if you have children, then you have the children watching, they get scarred for life. So that's a call that you need to take. But when it's not too much, and we're talking about people who have rage in them, be a little more understanding, be a little more kind and compassionate. We are not condoning the doing of it, but all I'm saying is, which is why I keep emphasizing to you again and again to connect with the divine, because at the end of the day, everyone that has come onto the planet is only searching for this one thing. Everyone is searching for that one ultimate thrill, in life. Nirvana, joy. I will have, trillions of money. I will have cars, I will have houses, I will have, whatever, all the luxuries of life, right? It's wonderful, we all want them, and that's very nice. But if you think that that is the ultimate and that is why you have come here, then you got another thought coming, okay? Because that's not why you're here. You are here because everyone is actually only seeking their own selves, correct? The one that we're looking for is within us. That ultimate thrill is within you. When you go deeper and deeper into your own self, you realize that you do not need all the outer trimmings. I mean, we like them, we want them, me included, but it's not the be all and end all. That you can be happy and joyous and joyful for no reason whatsoever, not because I just got this new thing or because I am expecting a new thing. No, aage piche. I just am right now and I'm happy. Like I'm happy right now. I'm connected to you. I'm happy. right? You can be happy for any reason, you know. We need to cultivate more of that. You need to, it's like here there is a divine GPS, you know, inside that you need to connect to. It will always steer you on the right path, on the right path. The ones that are getting angry, the ones that are hitting out and lashing out, are the ones whose GPS has gone completely awry. They are not listening to the voice of the one within, and that is something that they are aware of themselves. Because what happens is, people who are in that state are also don't have very high self worth, don't have very high self respect, you know. Because even though there are people who will not come out and say, okay, I'm sorry, there are many people who do something really hurt people and they will not even have it in them to come and apologize or to try and make it up, you know. But somewhere inside them also, everyone has a conscience, no matter how much they have pushed it back, no matter how much they've stopped listening to it, but it's there, it's there. That little voice is always there, somewhere nagging you, you know. They just need to start listening. They just need to start listening, because when you start getting connected more and more, so this is for those of us who are in the zone of wanting to better ourselves, of wanting to master ourselves, right? We're not condoning those people. All I'm saying is, when you hear such stories, please send absolute love and compassion from your heart to the perpetrator, to the victims. Both need it. Both need it, you know, at the end of the day. Because one, whether they are aware or not aware, they need our compassion, they need our love, because something has happened in their lives that has made them this way, you know, and they are not able to find their way around that. They are not able to find where it is that they are lacking, where it is. See, because what happens is, like I said, there is always a trigger, right? So if there's a trigger, that trigger, if I start recognizing it, I start understanding that, okay, so this is the place that I have an issue and I need to heal this. You know, if right now, with everything that's going on, I am simply, no matter, even if I'm sitting safe and secure in my home, I have food on the table, I have everything going on properly, there is still at the back of my mind this one, you know, every time I sit in front of the television, oh my God, you know, because there's more deaths and more deaths, and what's going to happen, and what's going to happen, and what are we going to do, and blah, 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 blah. And that sets off a thing. So, you know, okay, that's my trigger. Every time I sit in front of the television, I get up feeling negative, I get up feeling awful, you know, and my mind goes into a tiz. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to stop watching TV. I mean, especially the news. I'm not going to watch the news anymore, because it's not helping me. You know, it's a trigger, it's creating something inside me which I do not want. So let me get out of that space. It doesn't, that television, where the news is concerned, doesn't exist for me anymore. You know, you have to start recognizing, because those are the places, like, so say you have somebody in your house, you know, who, say you're cooking right now, and they are, you know, critical about your food. Say you've not been really cooking for many years and now you're having to cook for your family or whatever, so you're a bit rusty. And now this person, spouse or child or whoever it, mother-in-law, whoever it may be, has started finding fault and saying something. So what happens? You get triggered. And then because you get triggered, you try to defend yourself and you say no, but this, and no, something, and then the whole thing spirals. becomes something else, whether it becomes into a full-fledged fight, or it becomes into something where you just clam up and shut up, and then after that you're in a, and there's also on the other side for the rest of the day, you know. So what you need to understand is, okay, this person, when they start talking about my food, they are triggering me. And what are they triggering in me? They are triggering in me the fact that I want to be perfect in my food, but I'm not able to be, and I'm always making some little error or the other, and they're showing that to me again and again, and I don't like seeing that. So I also flare up. So how about I just admit to myself, you know what, I'm doing this right now for my family because I need to do it, and inshallah once this is all over, I will have my cook back in place and life will go on as before. So right now, let me just try and be more mindful when I'm cooking. Maybe what they're saying is right. I have a tendency to add extra salt, or I make it extra spicy, or I make it extra bland. So because this was something I was rusty at, probably I don't like it much having to do it, let me get into the space of changing my whole viewpoint and perspective of cooking. So when I'm going to cook for my family, let me cook with love, let me cook with mindfulness, so that I'm aware of, okay, okay, now I'm going to add this spice, okay, I'm going to add the salt, and I normally tend to make it too salty, so let me go a little low, and then, you know, keep tasting the food as you're going along, so that you don't go wrong. You have to find, and you have to bring peace. Don't expect somebody else to bring peace into your life. That's not happening. You have to bring peace. So you have to start becoming peaceful. So you look at what you can do for yourself. You know, you keep connecting with the divine within you and ask for help in every moment, no matter what you're doing. You know, when you're cooking also, if you go here, well, I do that all the time because, like I've told you guys earlier, I couldn't cook, you know, and I always thought this is something I can't do, I don't want to do, right? And today when I do it very lovingly, and I always call the divine and I say, you cook, because you know me, I can't cook, I can't close a pressure cooker. I literally I ask for help to close a pressure cooker because I've had pressure cooker disasters, because you know I've not closed it properly. So then when I'm shutting it also, I say, please help me, because I want to close this right and I don't want a disaster, you know. So you cook, you put the salt, you tell me how many CTs of the cooker, you know, that kind of thing, and it becomes a nice fun game. So call the divine into every aspect and area of your life, you know. And like I said, to the ones that are suffering, send love, send compassion, and if they are the ones in your home, send them love, send them compassion. There is this beautiful Hawaiian prayer called the Ho'oponopono prayer, which goes like this. It's very simple, it's just 4 lines, it's very beautiful, and this you can send out to anybody that you have a problem with. Okay, so basically what you say is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Very simple. Okay, so whether it is mother-in-law with who there's kitch kitch, whether it's a spouse, whether it's the children, whether it's a friend, boss, whoever it may be, people who you've not spoken to for years, there's some anger thing going on, there is a rift between you all, just keep sending this, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you don't have to go and say it to the person, you just mentally think of whoever it may be, and you say it, you say it, and you say it, and you say it. the vibrations of those words reach that person, you know, and they start softening the situation between you all, depending on, of course, the other soul and how much they want to make up with you or not make up with you. But the beauty of it is, whether you reconcile with that person or whether your mother in law suddenly changes into the best sass in the world, you internally start getting more and more cleansed and purified, because you are asking for the forgiveness and you are saying thank you and you are saying I love you, because you are sending out love. So when we are sending out that love, we are opening this even more, opening this even more, opening this even more. And when we are opening this even more, we are allowing more of the divine to come in, right? So in either case, it's a win-win for you, you know. So like I said, whenever you see people in trouble, you hear of people in trouble, whether they are in your own family, use the Ho'oponopono, send love to them genuinely from your heart. Feel sorry for them, because these are people who are actually scared the S word less. You understood? They are so scared. They don't know what to do, you know, and they tend to take it out on people who they know cannot retaliate. That is always how it is. People who are angry and in a rage are mostly bullies, no? They bully people. And they will bully the ones who they can bully, no? They won't go out there and start bullying others. Some do that also, you know. But know and understand that they are coming from a space where they feel that they have been let down by the world, not understanding and realizing that they themselves need to look into themselves. If you can own your own power, if you can understand that you yourself are divine, that everything is perfect as it is, then all this will never come up, no? But they unfortunately are not in that space. But you are, or rather, you can start being in that space, you know. So, you be the one who is not going to be driven by fear. You be the one who is going to be driven by your dreams. Dream of a beautiful future, dream of a beautiful country that is standing united. Dream of a beautiful world that is standing united, you know. And this is going to bring everybody closer together. It already has, right? So many vistas are opening up for so many people on different levels, you know. Be open, be in the flow of the universe. Like I said, make your GPS the divine GPS, not the ego GPS. Don't be ego driven, be God driven, and then see how your life changes. I hope this was useful. Oops, sorry. I hope this was useful, and I hope I didn't make it teda, the video, like I did last time. So I hope, okay, I thought it stopped. Okay, I hope this was useful, and until next time, sending you loads of love, loads of blessings, and joy. Be happy. Be in God, with God, always, because that's where you are. We already are. We don't have to become anything, we already are. We need to start experiencing that and realizing that. So, namaste to the divine in all of you. God bless.